Man, Valentine's Day is coming up again. I mean, I could take her to an expensive restaurant or something like that, but it's going to cost a lot of money. If there was only a way that I could make her something nice myself, if only I knew how to cook. Oh well.
Hey guys, welcome to the very first show of Rice Camera Action, where today we'll be showing you how to make the Avocado Hash Brown Stack. This will be perfect for Valentine's Day breakfast in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Hi guys, welcome to the very first episode of Rice Camera Action, the cooking show for amateur cooks. First of all, I'd just like to say that I'm not a professional chef. I've never worked at a chef's capacity or anything. This is just a regular old kitchen in a regular old house. I don't own any professional cooking equipment. This is just for the average guy or person, girl, doesn't matter, as long as it gets you in the kitchen and you're cooking. So today we're going to be making a avocado hash brown stack. I've got all of the ingredients here right in front of me. My bowls for mixing, my bowls for potato peels, I guess, and everything else that I need in the background. For those of you who think that this will take quite a while to make because of all of the ingredients here in front of you, don't worry about it, because I could probably make this quicker than it takes for me to take all of the decorative pillows that my wife has on the bed, off the bed, before I have to go to sleep every night. So today we're going to make our own hash browns using these. You could go down to the shops and just buy pre-made hash browns, but we have to make some kind of effort. So we're going to grate these and we're going to mix them into a batter, put them in a pan, easy as that. So the first thing that we're going to do, guys, is grab our potato, get this around the right way, and just peel away. I feel like I was born to do this, peel potatoes. No. Peeling potatoes. Wish there was something else that could do this for me. Anyways, we're done now. Just gonna put that down. Alright guys, so now we've got our peeled potatoes. We need to grate them. After we grate them, we're going to need to absorb all moisture out of the potatoes as well. Because as Alexa told me before, don't you dare, potatoes are 80% water. Yeah, it's going to get messy, but that's cooking. As you can see, guys, that's the finished product there. It's not finished, but there's a lot of moisture in there, and we need to get rid of that. Let's grab some paper towels, squish it down. Some of it's going to get stuck, some of it's going to come with you. You just want to get the moisture out, get it as dry as you can. Sounds really squelchy. There we go. Mix it around, see if there's a lot of moisture left, if there's any water. Not too bad, not too bad. Seasonings, bit of salt, could do the old, doesn't really work too well. He never gets much of it in the actual bowl, does he? Bit of pepper. So fancy. Gonna crack an egg now, just one. Straight in there. Off to the side. There's a bin in there, I'm not just throwing it into nothing, so it's all good. Okay guys, now I'd usually do this with a fork. I could really get one, but all I have is a spoon, so I can just mix it around like this. Get the egg to combine with the potato. Once again, it's going to look a bit smushy, but we're going to put some flour in to settle that. Mix it around. And there you go, that's what it looks like. Gonna grab the flour. It's nice to have your ingredients set out like this, so you've already measured it all, chuck it in, it's always good to go. Just gonna mix this around. Flour's just gonna absorb some of the moisture. set the potatoes. There you go. Okay guys, now it's time to heat up your pan. Today I'm using a cast iron pan. You don't really need to do that, you can use your standard non-stick pan. Any pan will do for this. Just make sure that it's oiled up and ready to go. Got a separate one for the eggs as well, that's for after though. Right guys, oil in the pan. Make sure it's a fair amount. Just move around. So it covers most of the pan. And just let that sit there. Alright guys, once the pan is preheating, I would grab my bacon, lay it out on a baking tray like this. I always like to use streaky bacon because streaky bacon gets nice and crispy. So I'm just going to put this in the oven. I've already preheated it to 190 degrees Celsius and it's going to go in for about 20 minutes. Now that we've got our bacon in the oven here, you're going to start having some food smells running through your house. And personally, I really like the smell of bacon. I mean, who wouldn't like the smell of bacon? But if you didn't want your wife coming home and being mad at you for having the house smell like bacon, maybe light a smelly candle. Now, I've got a question for you. How many candles is too many candles? Trick question. There's never too many candles. Alright guys, the pan is heated up. You can see that the oil in the pan has heated up, so it's starting to smoke a little bit. Time to put these bad boys in. When you put them in, try to shape them like hash browns. But they're certainly not going to look that way. Alright, the hash browns are in the pan, bacon's in the oven. Time to cut the avocado. Just going to start by cutting it in half. Or as close to half as you can get. That's pretty messed up. It's not half, but that's okay. Knife. That didn't work out. Let's try it again. There it is. Now that I've cut my avocado in half, I've pitted it. I'm just going to cut this. Straight down the middle, watch your fingers, almost chop my finger off there. I guess that's what happens when you're focusing on a camera. I know you probably can't see this now, I'm just trying to not chop my fingers off. Straight down like that. Put the knife down and now we're just going to use a spoon to scoop it out. Going to get in there. Make sure you choose a nice ripe avocado as well, or this is going to be struggle town. I feel like this is struggle town. Wow, that could look so much nicer. We'll fix it later. Actually, I'm just going to edit that out, don't worry about it. Straight out, everything's out. Alright guys, the bacon is done, 20 minutes in the oven at 190. The hash browns are done, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them off and put them on this line sheet here. One and two. Be very careful with this, it is extremely hot. Now the bacon. Nice and crispy, bit of oil, we'll get rid of that in a sec. Just start with this many. Grab yourself another paper towel. Just dab the oil off. Everyone likes bacon, but not too much grease. Set it off to the side and let it cool for just a little bit. Don't need this anymore either. Alright guys, we've got everything ready to go here. Now it's time to start making the stack. We will actually start by laying some of the bacon down on the plate first. Probably around 3 strips. Realistically, you could do this any way you want. I just want to make it look nice, and this is how I think it's going to look nice. Hash brown straight on top. Now we're going to put the first layer on. That'll be the caramelized onions. Not too much, just a little bit. Or a lot if you're me. I like caramelized onions. I'm going to eat this one, so that's it. What we've got next is the avocados. Just going to lay it on nicely like this. Try to skewer them out a little bit. I'm going to have to use my hands. Make sure you wash your hands before you do this. There we go, that's a bit better. Nobody wants your germs. Next step, bit of tomato chutney straight over the avocado. May not look the nicest now, but it tastes really good. Put that to the side. Just some cheese. We're also going to put the chutney on the other one. Okay. Cheese. Last but not least, guys, we're just going to throw the egg on top. One right there. And one right there. Next, paprika, right here. Little sprinkle. I'm not going to salt bay this because it's just going to go everywhere. A little bit on the other one. If you want a little bit of a kick, just throw in some chilies. Trying to make it look nice, you know. A little bit of a garnish on the plate for you. And that's it. There you have it. It's all done. Easy as that. Alright guys, here we have the finished product. I've laid down 3 strips of streaky bacon. We're just going to call it a bed of bacon. I've got the homemade hash brown on top, not the store-bought kind. Could probably save you 5 minutes, but like I said at the start, we do have to make some kind of effort. On top of that, I've got caramelized onions, I've got the avocado, tomato chutney, the slices of cheese, the fried egg with a little bit of paprika, and the chili flakes if you do want it spicy. Now, this only took me about 15 minutes to make. Maybe 20 minutes if you're a little bit slower. Don't be slow, just be quick. Make it a little bit faster. Hey buddy, hey Finn, what do you think of this? Looks good, right? Oh, time for bed. And another one. Let's get these ones too. Don't even use these ones. Still 4 to go. Alright, that's better. Alright, now that we're at the end of the episode, just wanted to say this is our very first episode, guys. There may have been a few technical issues, but look, we're learning and it's only going to get better from here. So if you like what you see, please like the video, subscribe, comment down below if there's anything that we could improve on, and please hit that notification bell as we will be releasing new videos very soon.